Oh, hello there, yes. Well, I'm safely ensconced in the utter indifference of my household, which is good, yes. Still going to have to take the cat back to the vet. Ho hum, nothing ever seems to change. Except it does, doesn't it? Yes. Anyway, Hastings was as damp as, a damp thing, I suppose. I can't be bothered with metaphors today, particularly. There wasn't an awful lot of evidence of flag waving idiots in Hastings. There was an awful lot of evidence of, well, just waving idiots and shouting lots of idiots in Hastings, but not an awful lot of evidence of flags. It seems to be quite a localised phenomenon. I'm guessing that it just takes one or two morons, basically, to do such things. I did have to smile at this particular picture on Twitter because I was thinking that this is a really good example of the Darwin Award, whereby somebody has decided to very much go high up on a ladder whilst restricting their arm movements. Yeah, well done, lads. Still, it has been fun to see our glorious leaders get in on the act. I've noticed that all of the people like Lord Young's boy Lord Young here and others like Peter Whittle are very, very much, very, very heavily invested in the flag business. But the problem, of course, is that, we do expect people who aren't members of the House of Lords, or perhaps aren't Peter Whittle, to go around waving flags. So I'm sorry, Toby, but it's not a very good look for you, mate. It looks a little bit sad. Yeah, I was reminded of those ice bucket challenges. Do you remember? Everyone kind of justified it because it was for a good cause. And yes, you can't remember what the good cause was, can you? It was just one of those things that people did. And Toby, unfortunately for him, and indeed Peter Whittle, now have to explain in future, which nobody that will ever ask them, of course, as to why exactly it is it's okay for them to be in support of people that go around defacing things. The next time someone drapes a flag over a monument to Winston Churchill or someone else, I don't want to hear from Lord Young's boy, Lord Young. Anyway, things ruminate around. I'd imagine that by the time you're seeing this, the Trump has resurfaced and in fact isn't dead. That's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Anyway, apart from that, we've had yet more troubles from our glorious anti-establishment types, because nothing says the modern British right wing like people that want to rip absolutely everything apart. And the latest one is to decide that they want to completely deconstruct the judiciary, who they now see as a mortal enemy. So we had this in the Telegraph, revealed Epping judge ran socialist think tank linked to Labour. Yes, apparently people no longer allowed to have a past, or indeed any previous opinions, or indeed opinions which may or may not affect their job. So I would look forward to any subsequent judicial announcements to having a good look as to what exactly it is that the person was doing 20 years ago, and as to whether or not I can make up my mind to, well, just completely disobey the law because I don't really fancy it very much. Yes, nothing says conservative like that, does it? On the nastier level, we had the inevitable, gorgeous and less than pouting Harrison Pitt, who put this up. Permanent exile would be the mildest among the just punishments for such treachery, which reminded me, of course, of that glorious Daily Mail front page from a few years ago. But Harrison Pitt is one of those people that, I do wish a great deal of ill upon, because I just think nasty people like that deserve nasty things. So I'm very much hoping that he gets a very bad yeast infection like athlete's foot at the same time as an ingrown toenail, which is very, very stubborn and refuses, multiple attempts to have it removed without very much local anaesthetic, because he probably won't need it, which is probably about as brutal as I'm going to get with anybody, because I don't really like wishing ill on people unless they're war criminals. Still, maybe if Harrison in the future will be kind enough to get on with that, because after all he's in favour, then we can all enjoy the public spectacle of that particular one. But I mean, it's just rather sad, isn't it, from our little boy fascists commentariat saying that people are treacherous simply because they don't do what you want. Yes, I'm often thinking of my own particular actions, which might be regarded as treachery. Undoubtedly, Harrison would say so, because, of course, I am at one with Carol Vorderman and the rest of the communists. And travelling back yesterday, I did have to smile at Charlotte Gill, who's decided that yes, she's going to tell us all that apparently Carol Vorderman is quite left wing now, which I think some of us realised a while ago. But Charlotte Gill, in that time-honoured tradition of trying to do what left wingers do and failing miserably, has decided that now she's a communist. I mean, she used to be very much a poster girl of the Conservatives, if you recall, 15 years ago. But apparently you're not allowed to actually look around you in Britain and realise that maybe some more radical change than simply slagging off judges is required, or indeed the traditional beating of minorities. But maybe that's just me, and I'd like to ask perhaps Charlotte exactly where the money comes from, but that would inevitably be rude of me and probably quite communist, yes. Still, there we go, they live among us. People like you, people like me, people that think the wrong things and are traitors. Yes, what a glorious country we live in. My uniform thoughts of the people I went to see, some old friends, is we all appear to be suffering enormously from the malaise that is the UK. It's just that none of the people around me that do similar things to me seem to have any particular amount of leverage to change things, whereas the people that are slagging us off do. Quite strange in its own right. Still, never mind, let's wave a flag. Maybe that'll stop everything, eh? Mind yourself on a ladder if you're going up. Enjoy.